It is not only critics of the Christian faith who ask questions and express their doubts. The deepest questions and the strongest doubts often come from those who already believe. None of us should imagine that we will go through life without them. Anything else seems to me to be a little more than pretending. I am not the only example of this. The Old Testament tells us about a man who would later become one of Israel's great judges, but everyone starts somewhere. Gideon did too. When God first spoke to him, we read these words in today's impulse. "Pardon me, my Lord," Gideon replied, "but if the Lord is with us, why has all this happened to us?" I find it remarkable that Gideon did not hide his doubts. He did not try to sound especially spiritual. Instead, he voiced the question that had been weighing on his heart for a long time. If God is truly with us, why have we experienced so much suffering? Why does God sometimes seem silent? Why does His presence often feel so far away? I believe many Christians know these questions all too well. We may not always speak them aloud, but they are there. After a difficult diagnosis, after the loss of someone we love, after prayers that seem to go unanswered, or when we look at the world around us and struggle to understand why God allows so much pain. What is truly remarkable about this story is not Gideon's doubt. It is God's response. God does not rebuke him. He does not say, "How can you ask such a thing?" Instead, God stays with him. He listens to him, calls him, and walks the journey with him. Even later, Gideon's uncertainty did not disappear overnight. He asked God for signs more than once. Yet, as God patiently led him step by step, he never gave up on him. God knows that trust often takes time to grow. That gives me great encouragement. Doubt is not necessarily the end of faith. Very often it is part of the journey by which our faith becomes deeper and stronger. The real question is not whether we have doubts. The real question is where we take them. Gideon did not run away from God because of his doubts. He brought them to God, and it was there that his doubts slowly began to turn into trust. Perhaps the same is true for us. God is not looking for people who have an answer to every question. He is looking for people who will stay with him even when many questions remain unanswered. Faith does not depend on understanding everything. It depends on trusting the one who understands us completely. And that is our hope. God does not leave us alone with our doubts. He meets us in the middle of them and leads us step by step into a trust that is deeper than all our questions.